Okay, so it has been a year. And guys, I gotta tell you, it was when I started this streaming career off, I had just graduated from college. And I was at that time doing internet radio as a hobby. So when I graduated, I was applying to clinics and I was not finding any good paying jobs, especially for somebody who had gone to school for 10 years and, not gone to school for 10 years and really come out with a doctorate, but I was getting offered like just pennies on the dollar. So I decided to move home. And at the time that I was doing resumes in the States, I had like a small hankering to kind of watch World of Warcraft raid content because I wasn't playing WoW at the time, and I'm like, I've kind of missed the old days of when I used to raid. So what I did was I went to Twitch, and how I very first stumbled upon Twitch was I was roaming MMO Champion, and Blood Legion was streaming World First Heroics or whatever, and I stumbled across a streamer named Affinity. Okay, and Affinity was an entertaining guy. So I didn't subscribe to his channel, but I followed his channel right away. I'm like, this guy's going places. So I followed his channel, and then that was like just watching Twitch. I never even gave a second thought to it. I'm like, I'm just watching a guy play video games. That's all I knew about the system. But when I was doing resumes, and I got that hankering again to want to watch raid content, I went back to Twitch because I knew that's where I'd find it. And I saw a streamer who was number one in the channel by the name of Towley. And Towley was giving away like 200 beta keys for Warlords of Draenor. And no one cares to get to the giveaway. Giveaway is the word of success, dude. The keyword is success. Put that in. And Towley was giving away 200 beta keys for Warlords of Draenor. And I obviously started watching his channel because I wanted to try and get a beta key. Same way, the same way the giveaways in my channel work. You guys want keys, you guys just type in the keyword. So I started watching him, and as I started watching him more and more and more, I realized that, okay, well, I'm gonna have to move back to Canada since I'm not finding a good enough job out here in America. And as a result, if I'm gonna move back to Canada, I'm gonna have to get a whole new job. I was like, you know what? I think I want to try being a streamer. I really do. I'm already doing internet radio. I'd really like to try and become a streamer and see if I can make this my job. And if it wasn't for the love and support of my mom, there's no way I ever could have done this dream. I initially had only planned on going from November to February. And if I didn't have any traction by February, if I had nobody watching, I promised I was gonna just get up and walk away and not pursue this as a career. I'll just go get a regular job. As a result, by February I had been gaining traction. I started this off as a Smite streamer. I'm getting ahead of myself. How I initially started my stream career was I'm gonna be a Smite streamer. I'm gonna stream Smite all day, every day, 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day, whatever it is. I was just going to stream Smite. And now, and as I did it, I was like, you know what? I'm starting to get really burnt out on Smite. So I was like, maybe I'll become a Hearthstone streamer. So in December, we started to stream Hearthstone all day. And I was actually getting views because I am so atrociously bad at the game. And as a result, I was getting views, but unfortunately, I was getting burnt out on that too. And I had people calling me on Skype. I had people bothering me. It was becoming an annoyance more than anything. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going about this the wrong way. Eventually, I'm just going to turn myself into a variety streamer. I may as well just start now as a variety streamer and just kind of deal with it from there. That way, I'm not going to be pigeonholed into any one game. One of my first followers named Mighty Jed said, you need to try Heroes of the Storm. And so we did. After much bitching and moaning, I finally tried it. And I loved it. I loved Heroes of the Storm. So much so that I made it my channel's central game focus while still maintaining I'm a variety streamer. And that was fun for a while. What I would do is I started to take some hints from the other big streamers at the time when I was like, okay, so so what I'll do is I'll get up in the morning, I'll get my breakfast, because the show used to run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It used to be a 6-hour show. And I would get up, I'd have my breakfast, I'd cook my 2 eggs, I'd get my tea, I'd sit down with the channel for 10 minutes, even though it was just me. I'd sit down and I'd just do what was called a daily chat, where I would just talk to the channel for 10 minutes with no game, no interruptions, just talk to you guys. And every now and then I'd have a few viewers in there, like, popping in, popping out. And it was okay. And I enjoyed playing games, but there was just something missing. It felt like I was just another face in the crowd. So as I said, I was planning on being a variety streamer. And I got a key for the Killing Floor 2 press event. Okay? And I was really enjoying my time with Killing Floor 2, as you do with all new shiny games. And as I was playing it, I was starting to get a little bit burnt out by the end of the week, when I was streaming it 5 days in a row. I was getting pretty burnt out. So I started looking through other servers. And I came across this weird modded server with all these people, and I think it was 36 people. It was a blast. It was an absolute hoot. And the owner of that server started to talk to me, and I would always come into every game like, hey everybody, what's going on? So, and they would always know that, they would always be like, oh god, we got a radio guy in here, or we got a streamer in here, or whatever. And it was like, whatever, but the owner of the server, him and I started to really hit it off, and I gave him my channel and everything. He popped in. And then when I ended the stream for that day, he popped in the next day. And I didn't even recognize the voice. I'm like, who is this guy? And then him and I started talking, and he's like, oh, I'm the voice actor. I'm like, oh, right, you're the voice actor from yesterday. Okay. So him and I talked, and for that first day, he popped in right at the start of the show. And he popped in for the daily chat. And we took the daily chat from being a 10-minute segment to 2.5 hours that first day. And then I played games. And then he came in the next day. And we took the daily chat from being 10 minutes to being 6 hours. We did the entire show as a talk show. And it was like, you know what? That is really cool. And it was something I truly, truly enjoyed doing, was just talking. It didn't take no effort. Believe me, to be a talk show host for 3 hours is fucking monumental levels of effort. But by that same extension, I didn't have to play games. I didn't have to manage a chat channel, play games, and do all this other stuff. It was just, I could just talk for 2 hours. Or for 3 hours. And I was like, you know what? I could do this. This is something I really wanted to do. And as a result, as I started doing this daily chat, is what I decided to call the show, was the daily chat. I looked through and I found out on Twitch, I'm the only person doing it. I'm the only daily talk show on all of Twitch. And I mean actually legitimate talk show, where I don't need co-hosts, or I don't need a team full of people. I'm pretty much one guy. And you know what? It was working really, really well. And it's so much so that I've branded myself this entire way. And in a year, I went from having one viewer, one follower, one live viewer, or one chat person, to growing my channel to 15 viewers, 13 people in chat, 674 followers, 7,834 views on the channel. Some people will always come at you and be like, you know what, that's nothing. Like, you're nothing. And you're absolutely correct. When you compare me to a bigger streamer, that is nothing. That's what they get per hour. But by that same extension, after 1 year of intense streaming, trial and erroring my way through this minefield of oversaturation and terrible, terrible streamers, I'm gonna tell you guys, I feel like I made it through this minefield. We went through a lot of shit, especially in September. September was a good month, for me. I got 200 followers on the day of TwitchCon. Mind you, it was a drinking gimmick. It was a lot of fallout afterwards. But you know what though? We got a lot of people, we got a lot of followers out of it, and we made a lot of money out of it. And while you try and do it as a career, and it is incredibly hard, it is one of the most rewarding things ever if you can actually make it. It is a fun job. I love this job. If it was up between being a full-time streamer or going back to practicing go back to practicing chiropractic, I would be a streamer all day long. I don't care if I never help another person ever again with their walking abilities. I just care about it. I just care about being a streamer and having fun with my viewers, having fun with you guys. And like I said, none of this would have been possible at all without the love and support of my mom. This year, guys, was absolute hell. If you guys followed the vlogs, it was a rough year. Okay? I nearly lost my mom. I would have had to fold up streaming. I was scrambling to try and find a job. It was absolutely a horrific year. But by that same extension, that really pushed me to want to try and do this thing full-time, hardcore, without trying to manipulate the numbers, without trying to pad it in any way. You know what? I have viewers here who might throw multiple accounts into the channel, but all of my viewers do so of their own volition. There is no family members in this channel. There is no people propping me up in this channel who just sit here all day long. My friends, especially ones like Voodoo Panda, come and go in the channel as they please. And that lets me know that I'm doing something right, because when I'm boring, I get messages. I'll get emails that say, "You're being boring, move on to another topic," or "I'm taking off because you're being boring." And you know what? Having friends and family that are willing to do that for you, who won't just blindly tell you something or blindly sit through something that you're talking about, instead will give you constructive feedback, makes you a better streamer. It makes you better at what you do. And you're definitely friends, man, but once again, there's a difference between being friends with somebody and asking your friends, "Hey, can you pop into my channel to prop me up on the numbers?" I have never done so. I will never do so. I have always been of the mind that I should be able to make it through this on my own without having to artificially pad the numbers. Because that is just how I feel about it. I always feel that you should have to make it in this world on your own, you know, to a degree. Like I said, without my mom, there's no way I could have done this job. Am I 30 years old? Close enough. Am I living in my mom's basement? Absolutely. Does it bother me? Not so much, because I live in Calgary, Alberta. And Calgary, Alberta is balls expensive. Dude, looking at Descending, you have 3 PCs in that room. It's like a den for addicts. Yeah, dude. I actually do have 3 PCs. Here's 1. This is 2. And that's 3 over there. And that's just what's in this room, dude. That's not even counting what's on, like, the laptop, the tablets, the fucking phones. And that's not counting any of that. That is just what's in this room. So yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. But guys, that's been the year, and like, I took a lot of heat from that TwitchCon fallout. When we did that drunken stream, I very quickly found out who were my friends and who were just fake posers. And when I got let go from the own radio station that I fucking founded, I knew at that point then that, you know what? These people are not friends. These people are not the ones who would stand by you through thick and thin. Now, had it been anyone else in my position, I would have stood by them and be like, you know what? Shit happens. Just let it go and move on. But no, instead there was a lot of follow. I lost a lot of what I thought were very, very good friends. And I was a little bit saddened over that, but I got over it. And unfortunately for the people who let me go from that station, I'm bigger than they are. My viewership is like way the fuck bigger than they are. And best part is too, is I have actual viewers. All you guys are my friends, but all of you guys I met through the stream. I didn't know any of you prior to this. You guys all stumbled across the stream, and you guys all decided to tune in on your own time. And I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Why do people get so upset? Dude, I never got to see the drunk this. I'm gonna touch on that, don't worry. We're not done yet. We're not done. So when I lost a lot of friends who I thought were friends, it was a sad day. But I got over it. I moved on. I kept growing my stream. I just focused everything on making my stream the best I could possibly be. And as we started to do more and more like organic kind of segments where we would go through the list of streamers who are above me in the talk show channel and see who's better, who's not, it started to grow into something that you really, really wanted to see, guys. And I get a lot of people who come in and say, like, have you done the rankings yet? And the fact that I have this little segment where so many of you guys just love to see it, it makes me super happy to know that that's what you guys like. And it's something I want to keep going at, and something we will keep doing over the course of the next stream. It's been a hell of a year, and I can't say that I have not enjoyed this whole thing. This whole thing has been it's been surreal. I never thought I'd make it, to be honest with you. I never thought I'd even get one viewer. I never thought I'd ever become notable in any kind of way. Can you do a sellout segment? Like what type of sellout segment? Because I can do a lot of those. You just have to tell me which one you want. And guys, yeah, I cannot appreciate you guys enough. The fact that you guys love to come in, the fact that you guys love to see stuff, it makes me so happy that you guys do that. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys don't even know how much I appreciate that. But God, it's a lot of emotions that are mixed right now. The fact that I made it a year, and just on the back end, just on the internet side of things, I went to war with the fucking telecommunications company here in Calgary. A big shout out goes to my ISP, Tech Savvy. These guys have been absolute champions in helping me get up and running. Without Tech Savvy, without them having the packages they do for their internet, I could never have done this job. Like, from an infrastructure perspective, I never could have done this job. Canada's internet is really, really poor. And as a result, you just don't have the speeds from any of the major providers. I had to go through a third-party provider to get the speed that I need to stream. And it's through all these experiences I did going to war with my ISP where I've been able to help so many different people with their streams. DMH Gaming, Classic TVs, Sabard 13 or something like that. It was just, I've helped a lot of people with their streams, and I'm happy to do so. I'm happy that now no one has to go through the shit I had to go through to get up and running. But yeah, it's just something else. And to thank all of you guys today, to thank everyone who has supported this channel, to thank everyone who has, tuned in and participated in giveaways and shit. There's 110 games to give away today. Spam it on Reddit, spam it on Twitter. Is this a Twitch stream or a talk show? I think you kind of answered your own question there, buddy. It's kind of both. A talk show has to natively be a stream because you can't hear me unless I am streaming. So I think you answered your own question there. But yeah, guys, it was something else, and I'm happy that I finally found it. That I finally fell into this niche of being a talk show host. Less chance for me to win, kick. Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. And yeah, guys, it's just thank you, just thank you everyone for tuning in, for helping out Monkeys, Jimmers, Sizzler Strips, Mycon, everyone in this channel. Just thank you so much for all the support you guys gave me. For even the people that aren't here, Velvet Dove, my first mod, my first viewer that wasn't me, was actually a friend who popped into the channel called Velvet Dove, who I didn't even really know at the time. Her and I had not talked very much at all. She just saw me on Twitter because I was in the same WoW guild as her, and she popped in just to like kind of show support out of the kindness of her heart. Her and I are probably some of the best friends. Her and I are really good friends now. Like, she is probably one of my best friends. Like, me, Voodoo Panda. In fact, I got to come back to talk about that. But Velvet Dove deserves huge props. She has been so supportive through everything I've done. And you know what, man? It's like, without people like Velvet Dove to help support me and help give me feedback on what people like, what people don't like, I don't think I could have evolved the stream the way I did. So thank you very much to Velvet Dove. This year also, outside my mom being sick, I also got one of my best friends back, Voodoo Panda. And that was a huge moment for my life because Voodoo Panda and I, we have been off and on. We have a very love-hate relationship with each other. But at the end of the day, her and I, we wouldn't trade each other for the world. Okay? We are very, very good friends. And I really don't know if I would have kept this up without somebody like Voodoo giving me the very, very honest and constructive feedback that she has over the course of the last year, since she started joining the stream. And once again, she too came on her own volition. I did not ask her to ever be in there. In fact, when I started streaming, her and I weren't even talking. I don't remember how I told her I was streaming. I think I just maybe mentioned it to her, like, hey, I'm going to be doing this as my job, or I'm going to be trying to. If you want to pop in, pop in. But she didn't come in until months later, like 6-7 months later. But thank you, Voodoo Panda. Thank you, Velvet Dove, for all the love and support you guys have given me. You know what? I might not have a sub button now, guys. That's fine. I might not have, the soda pop in numbers. That's fine. This whole thing is a learning process. This whole thing is a Shark Tank to try and make it in right now. In 2009, had I known streaming was going to be the way it is today, I would have probably dropped out of med school. I would have dropped out of med school, and I probably would have picked up streaming as a career. Because I know I could have done it back in 2009 when it was a fledgling idea. When Twitch was running on pretty much potatoes and hamster wheels. I would have dropped out of med school and I would have become a streamer. But you know what? It's just like, it's something that, it is what it is. And I would prefer if this guy wouldn't ignore chat, he have mod censor. I'm going to get back to all your guys' questions in a little bit here. The reason why I'm not doing this is for this exact reason, is it throws me off my train of thought, and dude, it's very hard for me to get back on it. So just keep typing, hold tight, and I will get back to all your guys' questions. But yeah, so yeah, had I known, I would have dropped out. I would have kept going with streaming, and I would have really kind of put the time and effort into YouTube and all that other stuff to make streaming possible. Mind you, I feel like I've done well for myself. I'm partnered already with Cooler Master. I'm partnered with AverMedia. You know what? These companies have taken time and energy to invest in me. I have done the same in return. But it's something that most people can never even hope to get to until they got to a high level of streaming. But the fact is, I managed to do it because, once again, I have that ability to talk. I can talk to people. I can talk business. I can talk ideas. And I'm very good at pitching ideas. And it's because of that, you know what? We've made it in terms of being a success. Would I be called a financial success? Not at all. Would I be called a huge Twitch success? Not at all. But did I make it better than most people could in 1 year, especially under the way that I do my show? Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Very, very, very few people, and we see it day in and day out. This is not hubris. This is not ego. This is the truth. Day in and day out, guys, we see how many potato streamers go into the gaming talk show channel and suck at their jobs. I am the true talk show host. I am the true Howard Stern, the Rush Limbaugh of Twitch.tv. I have no equals. You know what? Do I deserve to be number one in this channel? Abso-fucking-lutely I do. Because I am the best in the world at what I do. I have nobody here who can even hold a candle to a talk show at the level I do. 3 hours of straight talking, try doing it. My sister is about to become a streamer. That's her computer over there. That's my sister's streaming computer over there. And she was working on her intro just on the weekend. And she covered 2.5 minutes. And she was like, good God, that was hard. That's right, it's hard. Streaming is not the easiest thing in the world. Talking for sure is not the easiest thing in the world. And if that's all you have to go on, then by God, you better work your ass off at it. Okay, I'm going to stop my little tirade here for a quick second because we're going to do the giveaway right now. So the keyword is success. Mods, I hope you guys are spamming that in the chat channel because I'm depending on you right now. Because you know what? That's what my mods are supposed to be there for. You guys are supposed to be spamming that keyword nonstop since I'm not going to obstruct my screen with anything. But yeah, guys, type in the keyword success, SUCCESS, for a chance to win a free game. We're actually going to give away 2 games. I'm going to give away 1 game right now, and I'm going to give away a copy of Crysis 2 right back to back. So keep going, guys. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna give it away right after I'm done drinking this water.
No
so,
daughter of mine is going
thank you
into
very much,
fatty porn.
Greg Spitnunk. Snipganuk. Thank you very much, man. That's like way the fuck in the way, isn't it? That's like way the hell in the way. Let's move that over there. Okay. There you guys go. Also, guys, actually, I'm going to touch on this on the next thing, but we do have a new host alert. So if you guys feel like host the channel /host LittleRex2015, you having a wank, I don't know what that means. Oh, wow, that's the most obnoxious follower animation I've ever seen. Man, I know, right? It's at least it's animated. I could have the whole soda pop in, pick the stock SpongeBob ghost coming out of the mouth thing if you really want. I can do that. Okay. That's right, man. That Nemo gets it. Nemo gets it. Okay, guys. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're following the channel. Winner is Sizzler Strips. Congratulations, man. Sizzler Strips, you are the winner, buddy.
Come on, man. I need another channel. You know I need another channel. Give me another hit.
Well, yeah, man. Got what you need right here.
There you go. Thank you, Iru and Jokes, for the host, man. I appreciate it for all the viewers. I appreciate that, man. Okay,
No
Sizzler
daughter
Strips.
of mine is going into fatty porn.
Dank Memes for 9 gigs. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for the.
No
thank you
daughter
for
of
the follow.
mine is going into fatty porn.
Thank you, Mike Hunt 69. Thank you very much, man. Okay, so Sizzler Strips, you win 1 game, and the next game giveaway is going to Jimmer's World 2. Congratulations, buddy. You win the next game giveaway. Okay, next keyword for the next 2 games going out is going to be let's see here. Blah 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 blah. What do I want? Next keyword is gonna be alert. ALERT, alert. Type in the keyword alert for a chance to win your next 2 games. And let's see here. Let me get this. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna say Devious, if you want, drop in, man. Drop into the TeamSpeak channel. Okay. So yeah, guys. So that's that's been the year in retrospective. Also, there is one more person I have to give a huge shout out to and a huge thanks to. And that is the person who apparently created the most annoying follow animation ever in the world. The best host alert animation ever that you've seen. And that is my artist, Shriggs. I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate Shriggs. Unmod? What? Oh. I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate Shriggs for all the artwork he's done for me. The guy is absolutely phenomenal at what he does. Somebody I met a long time ago in a radio station far away, and Shriggs has been phenomenal. Whenever I've asked him to get me artwork done, the guy always gets it done for me. He almost nails it on the first shot, like 99% of the time. The dinosaur that you guys see that is branded all over this fucking channel, that was done in the first shot. There was no touch-ups that had to be done following that first drawing. It was everything I wanted. When I went to Shriggs and said, I'm going to be starting a Twitch channel, I need a logo, I want it to be a T-Rex, I want to have a bicep, and I want it to be green. This is what he came back with, and I was just over the moon thrilled with how good he did with all of that stuff. Shriggs deserves one of the biggest props I could ever give anyone. Once again, I cannot thank him enough. Get a tattoo at 1,000 followers. I'll tell you what, Nemo, I'll get a tattoo when I get a sub button. The day I get a sub button, I will get fucking $4.99 posted right fucking there, man. Right there. I will get it posted. $4.99. And I'll put the sub button there. I'll even get the Twitch logo on my fucking arm. Cause damn right, man. Keyword alert. There you guys go. Now my mods have got it. They got it. Okay. I think we covered everything I wanted to cover for the day. With that said, I want to give one more shout out to my mom for all the love and support she showed me for this. Without her and the support she gave, I never could have made it even 2 months in this. I never could have made it 2 weeks. So thank you, Mom. Thank you everything for that you did. I love you and I appreciate you. And with that said, it's time to get back to what you guys actually care about. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all